I found my elderly parents shivering outside my own house, while my in-laws threw a party inside like they owned the place. It was raining that night, thin, cold streams cutting through the still air. I parked a short distance from the house, watching the windows glow with light, laughter, and the sound of music. It looked less like a home and more like a celebration of betrayal. Through the open windows, I could hear voices, clinking glasses, and bursts of laughter. And there, sitting outside by the gate, were my parents. My father's hands trembled as he held my mother close beneath a soaked shawl. Their eyes were distant, confused. When I walked up, both of them looked up, drenched, shivering. "My son," my father said, voice quivering, "why won't they let us in?" That question, fragile, innocent, carrying so much pain, burned through me like acid. For years, I thought I had everything figured out. A caring partner. Supportive in-laws. A home built from my sweat and savings. We weren't even married, just living together, but I believed love was enough to bind us. When my parents grew old, I promised myself they'd never live alone. It was my mother's last wish before her illness took her strength, that my father would never be left by himself. So when my partner suggested they both move in with us, I thought, finally, someone who understands. Her parents began visiting more often, too often. They had opinions about everything, how our home should look, what my parents should eat, even how I should run my life. I mistook their meddling for love. But love doesn't come with control. At first, it was subtle. My parents started skipping dinner, sitting quietly on the back porch instead. I asked my mother once if everything was fine. She smiled faintly and said, "I think your partner's family doesn't like old people around." I laughed it off until the day I came home early from work. The sound of laughter filled the living room, my partner, her parents, and her cousins. Then, I heard my parents' bedroom door click shut. Moments later, her mother's voice sliced through the noise. Finally, they got the message. "The house smells like old age when they're around. Your man doesn't see it, but we do." Silence. Then my partner's voice, calm but cruel, "They'll be gone soon. I'll make sure of it." I stood there frozen, fists clenched, heart pounding in my ears. I wanted to burst in, to scream, to defend them. But something inside whispered, "Not yet." From that night on,